Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the new topic, that is the domination. We are going to discuss the first position of domination. First, let us understand why we do these kind of positions. When we look at this position, we see that it's an absurd position and one may think that such positions are of no use. But when we look at these kind of positions, we see that there is imbalance in the position, and since it's an endgame position, we see that many squares are vacant and there is scope for improving our calculation. So a lot of variations are there, and these positions are also very useful for improving our endgames, especially king and pawn endgames, where we have to see a long line and decide whether to enter into the position. Plus, these positions have some unique ideas in them. Let's get started quickly with the position. This is the position with white to play and win. We see that the black has queen against rook, knight and a pawn. So materially right now it is balanced, but at the same time we see that the white knight is hanging plus the rook is hanging. Any move like g6, which is most obvious over here, fails instantly. There comes cd3, and after g takes f7, we see nothing but just d2 and the d pawn queen's next move, and black wins. The black queen is almost cornered, but if it comes out from h5, then black will win the game very easily. So white starts by looking at some forced moves. Rook is hanging, so if the rook wastes move, then the queen will be free, plus the knight is hanging. So white moves the rook with a very important gain of tempo. Rook takes b3. White is threatening rook b8 check, which will be made or which will win the queen. Here queen h5 doesn't work because rook b8 check, king f7, then g6, when queen g6 is forced and white will have a winning endgame. Similarly, queen h7 also loses to rook b8 check, king f7 and g6 check. Queen has no other useful move. Queen g8 allows rook b8, king g8 allows rook b8 check, king h7, g6 check, winning the queen. C takes b3 forced, and here white has the very strong g6. When we look at these kind of positions, see, black is up in material. He has got huge material, means he can return his material anytime, and we have to always be very careful in the calculation of the resulting king and pawn endgames. So we get to see exact theoretical king and pawn endgames in many lines. Now queen has only place, that is on g8 and e8. After queen e8 comes the very strong knight h6. Well, wherever the queen moves, white has g7 check, k e8, g8 queen, checkmate. Thus the main move is the variation with queen takes g8, and this is the main exciting stuff over here, where white king and pawns dominate the queen, means the queen is left with many squares, but wherever the queen moves, it is lost in some way or the other. Here comes the very strong king c5, where we see that the black queen has no good place. But of course, as I said, there will be several opportunity to sacrifice the queen for pawns in some cases. Now there are three lines. King can move to e8, queen can move to h8, and the d pawn can move to d6. Let's look at them one by one. After king e8, f7 check, queen takes f7, g takes f7, king takes f7, kd6, king f6, kd7, king f5. Now the very important move, kd6, and we will reach the position of reciprocal zugzwang after the moves ke4, c5, kd3, kb4, attacking b3, kc2 forced, and king a3, and white wins. And here after king f6, kd5, ke7, kc4, kd6, king takes b3, that the black king is one move short. After kc5, king a4, d6, and the only winning move kb4. White snatches the opposition and reaches the winning king and pawn endgame. After queen h8, also we have g7 check. After queen g7, fg7, king takes g7, kd6, king f6, king d7, king f5, kd6, we transpose to the previous line. After the move d5, white just plays the simple kd4, finishing off the pawn moves. Now we see the poor placing of king and queen. Wherever they move, there is either f7 check, or if queen h8, then there is g7 check. and white wins very easily here as the d pawn is taken and the king takes b3 more quickly. Thus the main variation is d6 check, d4, e5, and again comes the very important move king c5, and we again see that nothing is available apart from going d4. After d4, king takes d4. We see that the queen position is exploited again and again. King e8, f7 check, queen takes f7, d takes f7, king takes f7, c3, kf6, kb3, af5, king c4, and white wins very easily. I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. Thanks for your time.